Hello YouTubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of puppets, today looking at a sour beer. Gotta give a big shout out and a thanks to Tom from Nøgne for sending this one out. The beer in question is the Nøgne beer, and it's, as I said, a sour, and it's their, I guess, sour ale with cherries called Kriek of Telemark. The label is kind of dark. It's hard to see. I think it's supposed to look like it's a painting of sorts or something like that. It's 7% sour with cherries, so very big alcohol for a sour. It says here on the back, oh, and by the way, Telemark is an area in Norway, if you didn't know that. So it says, a proper fruit beer should be sour. We're in luck in Norway as all indigenous fruits are sour, real sour. This beer is made with sour cherries from Norway. Enjoy with aged cheeses. And they're from Telemark, the cherries, yeah. So they're from the Telemark area, so that's pretty cool. I guess that's why it's called Kriek of Telemark. But apparently this batch, this is the 2014 batch, it's kind of a one-off they do once in a while. And apparently this is one of the best batches of it. So I'm really looking forward to be trying this. Thanks a bunch again to Tom for sending this one out. Wouldn't have been able to get it otherwise, so let's get it cracked open. So I got the Kriek of Telemark poured. What a beautiful looking beer. Nice, like, deep red color to it. Nice, kind of pink, well, pink headed, basically. It looks really nice. I wonder how many cherries they use in this. How many kilos of cherries. Because it's very red. So, let's check out the aroma on the Kriek of Telemark. Oh, wow. Lots of, like, tart cherries. There's a sugary note to it as well. Almost a little bit of funk to it as well. Not insane amounts of funk, but a little kind of Brewed-y, funky type hay barnyard thing going on. But mostly like sweet, ripe cherries. Like sweet, well, not sweet, sweet and tart, like ripe cherries. It actually doesn't smell super sour, but it does smell like sour. Not just like insane, but sometimes the kind of fruits and sours help balance out the sourness, but man, really nice. Oh, you get the kind of almond quality you sometimes get from lambics with cherries. That kind of cherry seed, cherry pit aroma is in there. With the cherry, it smells really nice. It smells super refreshing, especially on top of a big ass imperial stout I just had. So let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers, and thanks to Tom for the beer. Wow, I was wrong on the flavor. That is frickin' sour on the aroma. Woo! That's a wake you up type of beer. Holy crap. You get that kind of barnyardy funk flavor to it, Brewery type flavor, old musty cellar type flavor. But what's really dominating is like a fresh, sour, slightly sweet cherry, juicy cherry type flavor. Like over-ripened cherries almost that are mixed, like a mix of over-ripened cherries and super fresh, like tart cherries that are almost ripe. And then you get that nice funkiness. It is really sour, but like second sip wasn't as intense. Your palate, that's the thing with sours, guys. Your palate, like on the first couple of sips, it seems really intense, but the more you sip it, the more the more your palate gets used to the like intense sourness, and you pick up kind of more flavors. It also has that kind of almond flavor to it. The cherry seeds is in there as well. But just super fresh and vibrant. It's almost like they took a bunch of like super fresh cherries and squeezed them into the beer. This is really nice. Yeah, I actually think it's kind of a sipper because the sourness is so intense. It's something you'd share with friends. I'm just drinking it on my own today, but it would be good to share because it's just so intense. And I don't know what their basis is, like American style blonde sour, or if they do some lambic style, I don't know, but this is really nice, so refreshing. And I think it would age really well just to bring out the more funk character. There is some there, but not much. But it's mostly focused on the fruit and sourness, but still really awesome, guys. I'm going to 92 on this. Another really nice beer by Nøgne. They usually do some pretty damn good stuff, but this is really cool. I love getting those insane, like, extreme sour beers sometimes. It's really fun. So, guys, definitely let me know what you think of this year's batch of the 2014. You might see this review in 2015, actually. You probably will, yeah. But, yeah, Definitely let me know what you think of the 2014 vintage of Kriek of Telemark by Nøgne Ø. And do you have a preferred vintage? I'd love to know, guys. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. And I'm going to say cheers and see you guys in another review.